support the African Union joining the G20 as a permanent member. We also continue to support.
Hello everyone, welcome to Make Africa Great. Dear family, which of these do we need first? Then the one will fall. Reparation or permanent seat in the UN Security Council, because it seems Africa as a continent has no priorities. We are only distracted by promises. You remember 3 years ago, President of United States of America, Mr. Joe Biden, promised African leaders and African continent that he will support Africa to have 2 permanent seats in the UN Security Council. That was 2022 or 2022. Now it's 2025. And guess what? No seat, no voice, no result. So what do we need as Africa? And right now you see that instead of pushing for these seats or permanent seats in the UN Security Council, African leaders are now calling for reparation. Maybe reparation started. Yes, truth, justice, and the payment for slavery and colonialism, that's noble. That's overdue. But why we are not focusing on a single thing and achieve that thing? If it's about reparation, let us focus on reparation. If it's about permanent seat in the UN Security Council, let us focus on the UN Security Council. Today, Trump is in power in US, but Trump is not talking about those issues. Trump is not interested with 2 permanent seats or permanent seats for African continent in the UN Security Council. Trump is discussing business, contracts, investment, making America great again. But we Africans, we are still demanding reparation. And we are waiting another president of US to come and telling Africans or African leaders that I'm going to support you to attain 2 or 1 or 3 permanent seats in the UN Security Council. So family, but ask yourself, can a divided continent like that we have right now win this fight or win this battle? Can 54, if not 55 countries with no common agenda face off with the G7 and the former colonial powers? Can we tell these powerful nations that we want a permanent seat? Without doing so, we are not going to do this. In this divided continent, tell me, please share your thoughts here. Do you see we are going to achieve? Are we going to win this fight? We are talking about reparation. Do you see we are going to get those reparation or to be reparated? I don't think so. Because I see division among of us. Africa as a continent, we don't have a common agenda. And why are we demanding reparation from those who never given us or gave us justice? So they told us that they're going to give us permanent seats in the UN Security Council. They're going to reform financial institution. When? So it is about promise to promise. They know how to please Africans. They come with good things. But you see, when Trump came to power, you see, he focused on resources, investment. He called African leaders, 5 African leaders. He called Mr. Ramaphosa, come here and explain what's happening to South Africa. You see, but Africans, we are still waiting, maybe to be called by someone to help us, to say or to tell us, you Africa, you don't have a permanent seat in the UN Security Council. We are going to help you. Please We want minerals from somewhere. Can you help us? Can you support us to get those access to those minerals? Yes. Then where is permanent seat in the UN Security Council? And something we must understand. No one, even Jesus, is not coming to help us if we are not showing interest of something. So we need, as Africans, to show the interest. And why are we still waiting for a seat at the table when we could be building our own? If we can unite, my dear lovely family, I've been saying this many times, the problem of Africa is unity and division. When I'm talking about unity, we are not united. That's the problem. If we can unite, and I'm asking to our leaders, let us one day go to Addis. Let us sign a contract, just a contract, maybe for 1 year. Let us unite for 1 year. Then we'll expel. Let us unite, sign a contract that this current leadership, we are going to unite for only 1 year. We want to see the result. You know, African leaders, I don't know what they fear. They fear to lose power. They fear, I don't know what they fear. Let us test this issue that I'm talking about. Test unity. Because we have living without unity for many years, we see the consequence. We see how we are weak. We see how we are poor. We see how we suffer. So let us test. Do your research. What are you doing in the office? Do your research. Say, let us unite for 1 year, for 2 years. Then we'll come up with the result. If the result is bad, we'll continue with our normal life. If the result is good, we can continue. But we fear to unite. That's the big problem that we have here in the continent of Africa. So the leading question is simple. What is Africa's common agenda? Is reparation, or we need both? We cannot get both because we are demanding from the same people. These powerful nations are the ones who own those veto power. Can they give you reparation at the same time veto power? In a normal sense, you think they will do so? They give you money and they give you power. Is it possible? Family, these things is not possible. We have to start one by one. So the Sahel has shown as something powerful. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they are speaking with one voice. So why can't the rest of the continent join them? Biden promises is dust in the wind. So if we think what Biden told us will come true, Biden was gone. Now Trump, he may not even mention Africa. Trump is not interested with those things. So, but what if Africa leaders come together, back the Sahel reforms, push for real sovereignty, rejected puppets, democrats, and demand UN representation as one Africa? And that's why I said one day, when I was sharing my thought on this matter, there are those who said, Africa, we need 2 permanent seats, we need 5 permanent seats. I said, we don't need all those things. We need only one. Before going there and demanding permanent seats in the UN Security Council, let us unite first. When we go there, we go as Africa. We are not supposed to go there as individual countries. Let us go there as Africa. Then we speak with one voice. So, but because political leaders, they fear to lose influence, they fear, I don't know what they fear, they're not ready to unite this continent. And that's why I have a doubt in my mind that our leaders are not sincerely committed to a united Africa. They have their own agendas. We know there's those who are working for the interest of others. We know some of our leaders, some of us, we are working for the interest of others. But all in all, the main issue here is that we want a united Africa. United Africa will help many of us and will uplift African countries. So, kings and queens, until we stop being divided, we will continue to be ignored No one will care about us. Reparation, seats, justice, all these things will not come until we stop being divided. Will continue to be ignored. No one of that come without unity, without strategy, without courage. The time has come to stop begging and start building. One voice, one Africa, one destiny. So, brothers and sisters, have decided to share this purposely because I saw now we are at dilemma. We are looks like flag. When the wind is blowing in this, we are like windmill. We are looking the direction of the wind. So we need to stand on what we believe and what we want. We need a common agenda. So, brothers and sisters, if you have anything to share with us, please do so through the comment section. The aim of being here is to share our thoughts, ideas on how and what we can do as Africa to make Africa great. We wish one day to see a united Africa. That is our dream. So after that, let me say stay in power. See you next time on another video. Thank you.